They are dynamic, resourceful, smart. The 2010 Academy for Women of Achievement honorees give their time, talent, and support, and through excellence and leadership, serve as role models for other women.
My personal motto is be present, come from your truth, and whenever possible, choose joy. And so I look back at my life and I think that I'm one of the most fortunate people I've ever known.
I'm passionate about justice and the Constitution. I am passionate about children's rights and Children's Hospital. And I'm very passionate about helping other women succeed. And not just in the law, but in any endeavor.
First and foremost, I was really raised in an environment where the people who were around me were motivated by being involved, and by being involved not because it was some grand mission, but really because they like to share their strengths with others.
It's about helping people, and it's about helping organizations to really be all they can be. I really get charged up about doing that.
We have to maintain and expand the vision of every little girl if we want to have a society where women truly have the power to make the choices for what they want to do.
We're all part of a larger fabric. And if you think, if everyone did just a little bit, how much better everything could be.
We asked each of the honorees to reflect on one defining moment when they realized that one woman really could make a difference. For Sue Fort White, that moment came as a result of her work with the YWCA.
A really significant reason why this award is so important to me is because when I was in my 20s, and I was in a place where I felt fairly broken, and was having a hard time committing and just really sort of figuring things out. And these incredibly powerful, smart, loving women who were older than me reached out, invited me into a space to lead and to trust myself. Women like Marianne Jackson, Gertrude Caldwell, Martha Warfield, Joanne Bailey, Harriet Foley. And I just didn't really believe in myself at that point. And they said, we need you to step up, and we will help you learn to lead. And it changed my life.
Susan Short Jones's first job was as an attorney for Legal Services of Middle Tennessee. She says it taught her the most important thing about being a lawyer.
One of the things that I always thought that lawyers did was that they helped people. And it was really a way for me to really experience that firsthand, working with legal services, going from at first dealing with housing issues to working in family law and domestic relations issues with women.
Early in her career, Connie Clark was presiding over jury selection when one angry woman protested having to serve. So Judge Clark ordered her to instead sit in the courtroom for one day and observe the proceedings. The following morning, the woman showed up again, this time with her daughter. During a break, Judge Clark asked what she was doing there. Connie still remembers her answer.
I wanted my daughter to be able to see that there was a woman who could be in charge of things, because I want her to know that she can be whatever she wants to be. And so I brought her back today to see you. And it still touches me because it told me that you don't ever know when you're going to affect somebody else just by being somewhere.
Barbara Haynes worked behind the scenes in many political campaigns before she decided to step into the spotlight as a candidate herself for elected office.
I was sick of making the coleslaw, not having a say, and then being expected to work a poll, to vote, to phone bank, bake cakes. And I just decided I wanted a different world for my daughter and for her friends and for the girls that would come after.
Beth Siegenthaler Courtney is a wife and mother and the CEO of an award-winning public relations firm, yet she still makes time to give back through board leadership and volunteering in dozens of organizations.
People get involved because, it is a privilege, and it's almost as if you feel honored that people want you to do that. Plus, when you start to get involved, you realize that there are so many issues and there's so many needs, and whatever your talent is, you have something that you can contribute.
As Executive Vice President for Bridgestone Americas, Christine Karbawiak has experienced a global career. She says it has taught her to approach life with confidence.
The best way to kind of expose yourself to new opportunities is to just do that. Be open. And when different things pop up, just because they may be outside your typical frame of reference, don't be afraid to say, maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll give that a flyer and see, can I do that? And just take those chances.
The 2010 honorees share many attributes of leadership. They also share an abiding admiration for the programs and mission of the YWCA.
You don't have this sense of people in this community feeling removed or step away, like the YW was like that. When you talk to Pat and to the leadership team, there isn't this sense of, we're reaching out. It's, these are our friends. We want to help them. They help us too. And so I think that's the spirit of this whole community.
I think the YW is really important because it's an opportunity to take young girls and say, here's what you need to do. Look at all of your options. Never close a door. If you get into a major you don't like, change majors, but keep that door open because you never know what's going to come along.
I do know how important transitional housing is for women who are moving from one stage in their lives and are looking to get to that next level. So having the support that the YWCA provides for those women is really immeasurable. You think about women who have kids who probably don't have a lot of family and other resources that they can rely upon. Having a safe place where you can go and be supported with women who understand the issues that you're having to deal with every day. I mean, that's something you really can't buy. And the YWCA is the place that provides that.
Girls Inc. and the program that they're doing now is one that does especially touch my heart because it does help empower women from the time they are little girls. And the greatest power we give little girls is to give them an unlimited vision, to really help them see that they can be anything that they want to be. And this program begins that.
To see some of these young women who have come to our company to do presentations after they've been through a year's worth of Girls Inc., it's inspiring. And you see these young women as being the leaders of their communities going forward. And, one girl at a time, making a difference.
I was at the table when the YW redefined itself. And when Mary Ann Jackson said, we must be more relevant to women in need. And we chose, the issue of domestic violence. And back then, and I was just a baby, but back then, the legislators, law enforcement, the ministers thought that it was none of our business, and that whatever happened behind closed doors was none of our business. And we had to find ways to persuade all those stakeholders.
And persuade them they did. The Academy of Women of Achievement honors those who have made a difference in the lives of women and girls. It is with great appreciation that we honor them tonight.